An Online Dating Guide 1. Chapter 1. Internet dating is not magic, it's still about you. Online dating is a way to get to primal intuition with people. Internet dating leaves a good-looking person with many options while people with not-so-hot faces and bodies get passed by. Make your photos look good. Don't get sucked into the attention from random strangers. In the end, it's all wasted time if your time is valuable and you're looking for a spouse. Your job is to find one person only. Don't waste time conversing with half-assed possibilities. Anybody good-looking will have tons of responses, so you have to be good to get at a good-looking person, but in that mix there are level-headed average people looking for someone sincere. Don't juggle too many people online at the same time. Get to the point. Find a serious contender. Meet in real life. Don't let it linger even if you live far from each other. Everything is about attraction in the flesh. Don't use humor or sexual innuendo. People that do this are putting up a facade. Be real. Strangers interpret things differently than you. I haven't watched a sitcom since I was 13 years old. If somebody I don't know very well tries some silly joke with me, I ignore it. Be as straightforward as possible. Be charming and witty but not corny. The only true test is to look each other in the eye. A year of cute internet contact can disappear with one look. It's primal intuition. You have to socialize, life is not lived online. They still say that only 20% of all relationships start online. That's because people see each other in real life, get a gut reaction, talk, and develop emotional ties over time. People still meet mostly through introductions through friends and relatives. After that, they meet at work, school, and in their neighborhood while walking, shopping, going to the gym, church, etc. Go to singles bars with friends. Go to bar events like Friday happy hour, online dancing night, a good musical band, etc. Befriend coworkers because they have friends. Check out local websites and Facebook for local events like a protest march, an art exhibit, etc. And go. Go to events you're invited to, plus funerals, tributes, weddings, etc. Take a dance class for singles. Take the bus once a week. Volunteer for some good cause. Talk and be friendly to strangers. Take a pet for regular walks. Take a real-life course that involves activity like cooking, scuba diving, etc. Ask friends and relatives to set you up for blind dates. Take up a public hobby like working out at a gym so people see you day after day. Bustle.com/articles/66285-one-one-best-ways-to-meet-really-isn't-the-only-option. The biggest rule of online dating. I was listening to this YouTube channel. Fashiondolms. Listening to this video. Dumpster fire, 140,418, confidence vs looks. The guy says online dating fails because it's all about looks and most of us are not drop-dead gorgeous. In the real world, you have a chance to talk to someone. Online, it's one look, move on. Why does MTV have a show called Catfish? I've watched most episodes, generally unattractive people who got good game behind a character. If you're not really attractive, be wary of online dating. Chapter 2. An Online Dating Guide. Learn about online dating through the MTV show Catfish. This is a very good show. I watch them free through mtv.ca. Just watch the victims, how they got involved with someone, then at the end, they chase down the other party. Sometimes it's a catfish. Quite often, it's just somebody poor or otherwise socially inept who is good at online conversation but not face-to-face. Poverty plays a role in dating that no one wants to talk about. When you go online, you can be anyone you want. It's not just fat rednecks. Every young person in United States and Canada dabbles with social media. Internet dating for men. Men are the majority of people who use a computer and go on the internet, which is why dating websites have way more male members than females, even though the dating website owners would hardly ever admit it. The chick has got it easy. Most get lots of messages from guys while guys hardly get any. Try to create the best profile possible, then put it up on several dating websites. Some are expensive. Plentyoffish.com gets a good rap as a free one because it has so many members. When you send out a response to a woman's profile, you see, it takes no guts, so if she's pretty, you're competing with at least 100 guys who sent her a message too. In real life, the gutsy guy gets the dates. On the internet, there's no rhyme nor reason. If you got some money, you can always find a foreign bride from a poorer country looking to live at a better standard of living, but it probably won't be the romance you fantasize about. That's why I'm trying to start up a dating website interactive with the real world where you live in your community if I can get some investment money. The real you, the cyber you, character or real. Most profiles I see, I wonder if these people have time for work or to do laundry. Everybody tries to come off like they're busy, exciting, adventurous people with great hobbies and passions. Slow down. Real life is work, shopping for groceries, then relaxing for an hour or two at night. If you try to be honest in your profile and don't try to come off like a pop culture, capitalist celebrity wannabe, you will have a chance of attracting a real person. But if you put up some glossy profile with pictures of you partying and playing some sport, these are only little slices of what you do most of the time. I see the gloss all the time in profiles and I think to myself, who are you trying to kid? You put up a few pictures of yourself at some party drinking and laughing, and I'm supposed to think that is your inner soul, that is what you're all about, that you are this cool, happen and party guy or gal. Don't try to be too cool and act like you're really popular, because real life day by day is a solitary journey for everyone. You spend the days of the week doing your own thing, not hanging out partying. I want to see the truth, not just little pictures of you half drunk acting like you're so cool. If you're real, you will tell the truth. On the internet, you can't just put up a cute picture and expect results. You have to correspond with people in a witty way. Some people like online dating because it gives them more experience and confidence in meeting people. You can learn about what other people are like. Watch how critical and dismissive they are. What do you want? What don't you want? Say it in your profile. Don't mess around. Time is valuable. Internet dating can take loads of time and waste it. Be specific. Don't be bitchy. Just say, this is who I am, this is what I like. It's better to come off a bit sparse than too vain. Don't be too full of yourself. Wrap it up. Say that's about it. Don't try to come off too advanced. If you're a literary person, internet dating is good to express yourself, plus it's very easy to weed people out by asking simple questions and see how they respond. Not that I care about spelling and grammatical mistakes, but to me a good command of the English language is basic. When I see simple spelling and grammar mistakes, I feel I'm dealing with a somewhat low quality of person. I can read what people say to get a feel for their creativity and intellect. How serious do you actually want to be? People are very bold on the internet. They will ask very personal stuff like, what are your life goals? How much money do you want to make? How big of a house do you want to live in? How do you take care of your health? What kind of wedding do you want? What do you think about sex? How many children do you want? What is your child-rearing style? What food do you like? What is your ideal vacation? What is your educational background? What do you do for fun? What do you spend your time on? What are your spiritual beliefs? Listen to what people say through your correspondence. They will reveal themselves. You can't read body language, but if you are chatting in real time, the other person must give you immediate answers as opposed to thinking about them with emails. Immediate answers are more real than well thought out, edited emails. Internet dating is a numbers game. You have thousands of potential mates. They can reject you and you can reject them very quickly and easily. You are always looking for the one diamond in the rough, the one that likes you and doesn't reject you right away. The internet is quick. If someone does not get satisfactory cyber talk, they'll reject you. How much time do you want to spend on it? Are you desperate for intimacy or cool enough to be alone unless you meet somebody really cool? How much of a meeting of the minds do you need? How close to soulmates do you have to be? Don't be a chameleon. I see it all the time. A guy says he's into sports or something and the girl who has no interest in sports all of a sudden says she played softball in school and loves football. Why bullshit? I know it's the way of the world, but it's really cheesy and relationships based on half-truths always end up crappy. Anyone can be witty online. In real life people have an attitude, a demeanor. You do not know that until you meet the person. Be the person you want to meet. Chapter 3. Some dating websites don't allow free-range browsing, they hook you up with their test. The compatibility test on some dating websites. People fall in love for no rhyme or reason. Love is the feeling you get when you are with someone who touches your heart. This has nothing to do with personality compatibility tests. eHarmony.com, Match.com, and many others have created psychobabble personality questionnaires that supposedly match you scientifically with compatible people, which they flaunt on TV commercials as their big idea that makes them superior to other dating websites, but it's a lie. I'm a real-world guy. There is something unwholesome or unhealthy about going on dates with people you have not seen in the flesh first. When you see someone in the flesh, your instincts give you an immediate judgment that you can't get from a photograph or a video. In the real world, you see someone in the flesh, then you decide whether to make a move or not. You know what you're getting into up front. This is still the overwhelming way most people meet lovers and mates. For me, a girl either rocks my world or I think she looks pretty good when I see her in the flesh for the first time, or she doesn't. If she's got a nice personality over and above that, that's enough for me. I don't care about anything else, not all the personality profile psychobabble bullshit in the world or any other gimmick dating website like match your facial configurations, date a pet lover, date a blue-collar worker, etc. Just because I have a mutual interest with someone doesn't mean we're kindred spirit soulmates. Attraction is much more primal, erotic, dynamic, intuitive, and multifaceted than that. We have a 50% divorce rate, a large part of which is due to people marrying for the wrong reasons, like a steady guy with a steady job, somebody compatible in an uninspired dull way without fiery love and lust involved. The depth of every woman's soul is to be swept away in a sea of passionate romance, love, and lust by her hunky alpha male. Women who marry average guys are never truly happy. They're settling. This is why I'm so strong on my dating website ideas. You must see people in the flesh first to see if the sexual chemistry is there. Friendship is good, but it's not enough. Women have ideas in their heads about what a cool, dashing, handsome guy is who rocks their world. They have to see guys eye to eye in the flesh rather than checking them out online based on their checklist of traits. With this attitude of looking for a guy who fits your love map of social status and idealism, the marriage is doomed before you walk down the aisle. I'm into this primordial spiritual instinctive connection thing. It takes me one look and I know everything I need to know about whether a girl fits into my dream world. If she feels the same about me, which is not that hard to figure out because all girls smile at someone they're attracted to and hold eye contact, then I know I can be with her if I do the manly thing, make a move, be nice and sociable. What is your primal sexual attraction level in the flesh? How much game do people see you as having? How interesting, fun, and bohemian do they think you are in love and life? That's what really matters. Work on that, then go out and meet people face to face rather than sitting in a dark room looking at online dating profiles. Your body and face reveal who you are to the world. People intuitively know when they come across someone who is passionate and joyful versus someone who isn't. You can read my book A Free Spirit's Search for Enlightenment, which is about discovering your true nature and living by your own standard. Find your own true happiness within yourself first, then look for a worthy lover to share it with. You have certain archetypes within yourself of who you want to be. A part of it is who you're attracted to. When you see somebody for the first time and know right away you're sexually attracted to them, that's worth more than all the online dating chat in the world. One look and you know everything you need to know about whether this person could be the one or not. If you don't get that feeling, if you got guts, you'll pass on dating until you do. Okay, enough fantasy. There aren't enough alpha males with money out there for all the women that want them, and there aren't enough beautiful, cool, sexy women out there for all the guys that want them. Most people will meet and end up with somebody average like themselves. Most women start out at 18 with these fairy tale dreams of meeting some noble handsome prince who will worship them, but by 30, they'll take any decent average guy with a steady job and basic social skills, even if he is a skinny, effeminate geek or an overweight pale-looking nerd, because that's the real world. How many ruggedly handsome good-hearted romance novel-type guys do you see around? How many girls does any guy see around that match his sexual fantasy dream girl? It's better to meet an average person who lives within 5 miles of you than to meet one who lives 30 or miles away simply for the logistics of dating. That's where WTC makes dating much easier than other regular dating websites. I live near a big shopping center that is also a central hub for many bus routes. I go through there all the time. It's a good enough representative sample of modern Western society as anywhere. There are not very many rock my world or rock your world people anywhere. I think the gloss of the mass media makes us so fantasy prone that the real world doesn't measure up to it. There are plenty of reasonably good-looking people everywhere. From the pool of average people in the human race, it's much more convenient to meet a prospective mate who lives in your neighborhood than to meet someone on a regular dating website who lives anywhere from 30 to 3,000 miles away. Keep your cell phone in your hand to be ready to take pictures of attractive strangers, wear WTC merchandise around, and go to the occasional One Luke event in your local area. Try hashtag 646.76-78 or HQ1206 at the library for books about passion, love, and lust. Personality test dating/compatibility matching services. Love is not sensible. People looking for love are not sensible. Whenever I see those stupid TV commercials saying they got some advanced scientific way to match you with your soulmate, it's like they're trying to make love a business relationship. They're so stupid that they all follow like sheep. eHarmony started it, then Match did it. Now pretty well all the big dating websites have a new member take what they call a personality or compatibility test, which they claim matches you to compatible people based on their scientific formula. To me, it's all bull. I heard a guy say he filled out eHarmony's test that took him about 3 hours, then they rejected him. eHarmony supposedly has a Christian bent to it. They reject people who don't seem to be monogamous and maybe have other undesirable traits as determined by the questionnaire. Chemistry.com, eHarmony.com, Match.com, plentyoffish.com, free. Chapter 4. Create a profile/tell the world who you are. 1. Write a dating profile. 1. Be sure of what you want. You attract what you are, not what you want. Do what you like to do in a place where you can socialize and meet people. This applies in real life and in cyberspace. A lot of lovers initially meet not on dating websites but on hobby, religious, sports websites where they share similar interests. Be honest in describing your traits and what you're looking for in a potential mate. Write in plain language, not try to seem uppity or contrived. Put your true best forward. Leave the negatives out for now. Everyone has a past. Don't tell too much too soon. Post your ad on the big free dating websites, but also look at niche sites that you're interested in. Explain in your profile who you are and who you're looking for. Be grammatically correct. Poor grammar makes you appear stupid. Don't come off desperate even if you are. Don't be too picky. Offer something like a great personality, good conversation, fun, etc. Don't be arrogant. Be considerate of a woman's needs, not just yours. Be funny, be honest, show your face in the ad. There are jokers and evil people looking for victims on dating websites. Most singles chat rooms are flooded with people who have only one thing on their mind: sex. You're looking for somebody with good looks who has common interests or a common spirit with you. Don't advertise yourself as a person who desperately wants to marry or is looking for your mythical soulmate. That's too much for most people. They want to start slowly so they can back off quickly if it doesn't feel right to them. Come off like you're looking for a friend or new friends. Eliminate people you don't want by writing out a list of qualities that you dislike in a person. If you don't like smoking or someone who talks too much, say it. Don't try to be so nice that you're lying and the facade shatters after you meet in real life. The developing friendship has to feel natural and honest, not a bunch of lying crap that you're shoveling because you have the anonymity of the internet. Don't get into a deep online relationship without meeting the guy or gal. Meeting in the flesh will tell you intuitively whether you like the guy or not. Don't be too modest or too vain. If you try to make yourself sound as interesting as possible, it could come off empty like a piece of adolescent literary crap. Be straight. Avoid statements that could be construed as sexual innuendo. When you say you're adventurous or open to new experiences, most guys think you're talking about sex. If you bluff, the whole relationship will crash when you meet in real life. If you correspond with someone and don't meet after 4 months, it could be one of those people who get their intimacy dose through an internet relationship but doesn't have the guts to take it to real life. When you choose a handle to identify yourself by, don't make it sexy unless you want all kinds of guys looking to score with you for sex. Nobody wants to read through lines and lines of another person's profile. Keep it short. The typical essay or body of the ad has 5 components. Who I am. Who I want to meet. My idea of a great date. My idea of a great relationship. What I've learned from a past relationship. Get 1 or more pictures taken of you with a digital camera that you can send to the dating website where they will go up on your profile. Most dating websites allow several pictures or more. Make the pictures recent. Be relaxed in them. Pose with a pet or doing things you love to do in your daily life. Don't give a goofy, phony smile, but don't look sullen either. In the real world, people don't smile a lot, so if you're one of those people, don't fake it. Be who you really are. What's worse than no smile is a phony smile. A plain, unemotional expression is more authentic, as the Oprah crowd likes to say. I like pictures that show skin. It shows these people have the guts to show their bodies. It doesn't signify superficiality or sexual intent to me. It just shows someone with some self-respect stating that they are primal, which we all are anyway. Don't use your real name as your username or pseudonym for both safety and also because a username is a handle to describe you, so figure out something interesting that describes you. If you make it too sexy as opposed to original, people will think you're looking for casual sex and won't take you seriously. Whatever you do, if you come off like bragging or vain in your username, headline, or essay, you're sunk. You can sell yourself without being arrogant by being down to earth, straight and honest. It's a breath of fresh air to see someone simplistic, not trying to be cute, funny, witty, or wise. There are so few unpretentious, straight people around that I love it when I meet someone who has not been brainwashed by either pop culture entertainment or capitalism and walks to the beat of their own drum matter-of-factly without trying to be vain about that. Some people like deep, well-written essays, some don't. Some people are literate and intellectual, some aren't. I consider myself an intellectual, but I like simple, uncomplicated girls because many have a nice nature I'm looking for that a lot of advanced girls don't have, the type who got several degrees, work some professional job somewhere, so they got this uppity, well-written ad but it lacks warmth and niceness. When I see a well-written ad, contrary to seeing a nice, well-bred person, I'm thinking she must be a snob with her head up her ass. Maybe I'm wrong, but what I'm saying is don't be too literary because it could give off the exact opposite reaction you want. If you want to meet people, you have to come off down to earth, not too pedantic. The thing is, me being a middle-aged guy, I know that most people in America are dull despite what airs they put on. Sure, you may have had a bout of inspired creativity and vitality when you were young and played on the college hockey team or were a cheerleader, but now you work a job, buy your food, shop at the mall on Saturday, then go home and watch TV. Most people don't live exciting lives like true bohemian artist free spirits, so why put a bunch of crap in about all your interests if your day-to-day life is working a job somewhere? Get real. It's not about interests all that much anyway. It's about meeting someone who likes you for you as the generic person you are, because he's generic too, but you see something nice and likable in each other, which is what really matters, not the fact that you like to hang glide and sky jump on the weekends. Who cares? It's about you connecting in a real way with someone else by being honest and real. There is that small minority who fancy themselves as the upper crust, who write very literary essays and are looking for the same qualities in the person they're looking for, someone articulate and bookish. Make your essay straight and honest. Don't be a downer or too cocky. Just state a fact: my name is Jax, this is me in my essence as a human being. I'm not in a popularity contest. I'm not trying to please everybody, just the one or two people who are like me, think like me and want to be with me. I can be a great lover and friend to the right person. The most important thing, in my opinion, is, are you communicating a sense of warmth and honesty, or are you trying to be cool, therefore fake, which comes off as cold? Don't list all these superficial hobbies. Try to be personable. Say who you are. For me, I say I live by a standard within myself that I try to match every day in the release of inspired aesthetic energy. That's me. You either relate to it and like me or don't, and if you don't, I don't care, I don't wanna meet you either. I'm not trying to be cool, I'm just trying to explain who I am. I could say I drive a Jag, have lots of money, own 2 businesses and go to Vegas every month or so, but that's an image, that's not saying anything about the heart of the individual. Don't be negative or heavy in your ad. All of us have had bad things happen to us. So what? Don't dwell on it and don't mention it. If you have just been through a tough divorce, don't mention it. Just say you're rediscovering the dating scene again. Don't take pot shots at the opposite sex, your ex or anything else in your ad. Write a dating profile too. Think of yourself as consumer product with image like a car. How would you advertise yourself if you were a car? You might not be a vain, bold person by nature, but the name of the game in internet dating is to put your best foot forward without lying, because this is all anyone gets to look at you, a current picture and a few details, so you have to come off as an interesting person worthy of people out there to be interested in you. Think like an advertiser. Show some flair, some spunk, some image. Most of us are dull people who work a generic job, then eat and watch TV, but nobody wants that in a mate. So if you want a mate, you have to create some kind of image to attract people. Then later on, when you get to know each other, you'll both realize you're just 2 average, ordinary working stiffs trying to be materially comfortable and get some love on the side. There's nothing wrong with that. That's normal. Most of us are not exciting, dashing people. We're regular people who work a daily job, then go home at night, feed our cat and watch TV. A lot of people just want somebody there to share this average lifestyle with. Most of the true adventurers and artists are narcissistic, self-absorbed, dedicated to their craft, or sexual explorers. They are not monogamous people looking for love. I know, because I know who I am. The deal with these profiles is don't go over the top saying you're looking for someone who shares your love of hiking or water skiing, because real life is daily living, not something you do maybe once a week on the weekends. You can pick out the immature people in ads when they start talking about all their exploits and hobbies, acting like they're looking for an opposite sex buddy to tag along with them on their adventures, but real life doesn't work that way. I've never met a girl who wanted to go around with me when I did my physical activities, much less be able to keep up with me as with bike riding, jogging, swimming, etc. Most girls don't want to tag along with a guy when he goes off on his exploits. They're different. What they want out of a relationship is someone emotionally present, not some guy acting all cool like he's out there making the scene, living large like an image in a TV commercial. Read some profiles by these immature men who fancy themselves as cool, macho clowns and you'll see what I mean. It's like the guy is advertising for a pet to go along with him skiing and hunting. He says nothing about being honest, trying to understand her soul and sharing life day by day. It's more like looking for someone to share my love of diving, the great outdoors, etc. You gotta be more down to earth than that, but at the same time come off as an interesting person. That's the trick to it. You need to polish your literary skills to create a good profile, then constantly edit it as you get new ideas. Much of your profile be geared for the mainstream, which is everybody, but you have to do target marketing for two reasons. To identify exactly the type of person you want. To reject everybody else right off the bat who are not your type. If you want a certain age or weight, say it like interested in young women under 30, less than 140 pounds. If you want a certain hair color, race, ethnicity, religion, etc., say it like black only, prefer brunettes, looking for a Spanish-speaking man. You also have to exclude people you don't want, like no smokers, no holy rollers, no blue-collar workers, no one over 50, no one who doesn't own their own home, etc. If you don't want a single mother, say not interested in someone with children still living at home. If you don't say these things, you could get hundreds of responses from people you're not interested in. The trick here is don't focus on your wants to the extent that they're overwhelming, because people will pick up on it if you're a picky person with a checklist and nobody will answer your ad. You have to be positive enough to get responses which you can filter through. You have to tread a middle ground between revealing too much and revealing not enough. If you reveal too much, you don't seem dignified. If you don't reveal much, people think you're either arrogant or stupid. If you make grammar and spelling mistakes, all the intelligent people will write you off. The reasoning is that if you can't spell, you must be pretty dull and unable to have interesting conversations. The art of a good profile is to make it look casually good, like you wrote it off the top of your head and it sounds good even if it's your 100th draft. If it looks like a formal essay, it will turn some people off. Just capture the essence that is you in a few paragraphs. Talk about things that are important, like whether you have kids, pets, a car, where you live, if you live in an apartment or a house, your religious views, etc. Mention things you can't stand either. If I were to put in something like not interested in girls who color their hair, I would eliminate all girls who color their hair, which is great for me because I can't stand people who color their hair because it's such a useless, futile, frivolous venture. It just tells me how brainwashed somebody is to do something that ridiculous that does nothing constructive to improve an individual. Follow the template the dating website gives you to fill in. It comes down to the more general you make your profile, the more responses, including undesirable responses, you'll get. The more specific you are, the less responses you'll get, but more will be good possibilities. You can't fake intelligence, a good command of the language, wit, and humor. Use your intelligence and creativity to create a good ad in the literal sense. Your ability with words or lack of it tells people who you are. A username is a handle or a nickname. This is your image or identity. Some are pretentious, some make sense. You don't have to use one, but a lot of people do. There are all kinds of silly ones like Southern Comfort, Southern Belle, Sweet Pea, Big Buck, Slim Jim, Redneck Bob, Hollywood Swingin', Free Spirit, Primal Man, Culture Gentleman, Generous Old Dude, Muscle Bound, Superstar, Peaches, Tough Guy, etc. Go easy on the sexy handles unless you want to come off as a sexy vamp. Write a dating profile 3. Your headline is you reduced to one sentence. Make it good. I saw one that said, living in the 50s. I like sweet jazz. You get an idea of who this person is right away. If you say disco queen stuck in the 80s, people know you're a fun person. If you say I like to swim during a lightning storm, people will think you're silly and reject you right off. Create a username that describes you, sounds cool but not vain. Think about your interests, background, location, and personality. Humor rides a fine line because a lot of people don't want a stranger taking liberties trying to be funny right off the bat. Personally, I like the straight approach over trying to be witty. I usually go with straight, simple language. You need a good picture because most of the time, that is what sells you or rejects you. Check your grammar and spelling. It gives you away as uneducated if there are mistakes. Avoid corny cliches. Everybody says they're fit, they like to travel and they're adventurous. It's a lie. Look around. Most people don't look inspired and happy. Be honest because if you lie it will come back to bite you. Many profiles read like a job application. You're looking for an emotional connection. I'm a cynical guy but I keep my cynicism to myself. I hate to talk about the past because it's gone. Don't be too picky. Leave your preferences open to get more replies than you can filter them. Chapter 5. Create a profile / tell the world who you are too. Profile advice for a fee. Hire someone to help you set up a profile. e-cyrano.com. profiledoctor.com. Your first message to other members. If you're the initiator, make sure your profile and photo look good, not too sparse, not over the top. The first thing the receiver will do is check out the profile. Have ideas for a first date already thought out: sporty, romantic, adventurous, sensual, easygoing, etc. In my opinion, the cardinal sin is trying to be a smart ass, cute, funny, or over the top with a first message. It just signals nervousness, insecurity, or trying to hide something. Just say plainly, I saw your profile. I'm interested. Contact me if you are. Make a photo a cartoon avatar for your social media profiles. mywebface.com, zwinky.com, befunky.com, bighugelabs.com, southparkstudios.com. The dating key term. Some internet dating websites use a search engine like regular search engines do. If someone types in a certain key term like, let's say, guitar player, free spirit, or I write poetry, the search engines goes through, picks out all ads with these key terms in them and delivers them to the searcher. So put in the key terms you identify with in your essay and ad. The key term principle is like a search engine. You specify what characteristics you're looking for and the search engine sends you back everybody with these characteristics. Specify what you don't want, like a smoker or Asians only, and the search engine will eliminate these people. My warning is, don't be so specific that you cut potential matches out. Include people in and eliminate them on your own. If you put in a descriptor like you want someone into yoga, the search scanner of the dating service will spit out all opposite sex people who listed yoga as a hobby. So you have to be very specific as to what you want and be very specific in your ad wording so that you don't get swamped. If you put down anybody over 5 feet 6 inches, you will get responses from around the world. The rankings of who comes up first based on your key term searches is often based on the most recent members who logged on. What this means is that if you logged on today but person B, whose profile is similar to yours, hasn't logged on for a week or a month, the search engine puts you at the top of the list. The active members, the ones who logged on the most recently, are put at the top of search lists. Write a profile websites. blog.okcupid.com, profile. aarp.org, look for articles to help you do internet dating. MySpace is upport.com. pimpmyspace.org. skizee.com. Chapter 6. Create a clean internet profile. This chapter is from my job book. It still applies if you want to look good online when someone searches your name, as all dates will. Protect your reputation on the internet. Never say anything in an electronic message that you wouldn't want appearing in public, attributed to you. Don't put anything up on the internet with your real name on it or your face, because of facial recognition technology, that might compromise your future plans to run for political office or make your mother feel ashamed that she created you, because if you do, there is a good chance somebody will find it at some point in time. They're outing past porn stars all the time. Some girl did some porno 25 years ago. Now she's a high school English teacher and somebody finds her old porn scene. It's probably facial recognition technology. Let's say you're into casual sex dating for fun. Don't use your real name, scratch your face out of your picture with any photo editing program, because it's a personal, private thing you do that a lot of people think is immoral and they don't need to know. What you do in your personal life is nobody's business but your own, but it doesn't work that way in real life. If your presence is on the internet and some prosecutor, political opponent, or business enemy wants to screw you, they will find the dirt and expose it. I've used alt.com, fling.com, flirt.com, and a few others. I always blank out my face and say I'm in a people-oriented profession. A lot of people I deal with wouldn't approve of my alternative lifestyle and don't need to know about it anyway. What you post now may be on the internet forever. You might even have enemies like vindicative ex-lovers who post incriminating comments or photos of you up. If you're applying for a white-collar or professional job, don't put it above your potential employer to check you out on the popular search engines and social networking websites. If you are an internet blogger, have a personal website or otherwise do something on the internet where you use your real name, beware that employers and potential employers are increasingly punching the names of employees and potential employees into search engines to see what comes up. If something sexual, extremely religious, political, or something else controversial comes up, they may fire you or choose not to hire you. Some guy who worked as a CPA moonlighted as an escort and used his real name in his website ad. He was fired. In order to protect yourself, don't do anything questionable on the internet using your real name. Use a pseudonym or handle instead. One guy was applying for jobs as a lawyer and couldn't figure out why he couldn't get a job since he looked so good on paper. He eventually found out that a former girlfriend had trashed him on some websites geared for women to vent their frustrations at getting dumped. The guy filed a civil lawsuit against her saying it was libel. It's just like printing lies in a newspaper, according to him. I don't know what became of the lawsuit, but the lesson is clear. Do a search engine search of your name and clean up any bad press or change your name a bit to nullify negative search results. There was some other guy who put up some silly video about himself dancing on YouTube, using his real name. He thought he was being cool, but he blacklisted himself. You can be sly about it to create a fake profile making yourself look like a saint. Create a MySpace profile about all your phony volunteer work and how you're helping to save the whales and the icebergs. Post pictures of all your friends looking straight-laced. Put a link with mad. usatoday.com/internet-privacy/2006-03-08-facebook-myspace_x.htm. Deadspin.com/5162734/it's-all-fun-and-your-leader-photos-up-on-Facebook, cheerleaders. It's all fun and games until your cheerleader stripper pole photos show up on Facebook. Online brand info. Some people, not me, have devised ideas on how to create a squeaky clean online brand. Personally, I like to see bohemian character, not some manufactured image. The first thing you do is, if there is anything negative about you on any websites that you can control, get rid of it all, like your picture dancing naked at the school toga party, your rant on your right to masturbate in the public washroom, etc. Make your Facebook, MySpace, or myyearbook.com profile look like it belongs in a Disney movie. Create a LinkedIn.com and visualcv.com profile. If you create a website with your own name like joecool.com, it will be the first website up on an internet search. Create a profile at jobfox.com. You can go on twitter.com, Create an account with your name as the handle which you use to send out helpful, useful tips to others in your field or in life in general. Create a blog using your name in the name of it or in the first paragraph. samizedata.net/blog/glossary.html. tryingtoblog.com, learn to blog. onlinepublishing.suite101.com. directoryblogger.com, directory blogger. blogger.com. blog.com. wordpress.com. movabletype.com. livejournal.com. bloglines.com. technoworthy.com. icerocket.com. All your profiles and blogs should be a mix of homey, personal, business, professional. When you need a job, ask for it on these profiles and blogs. Join a professional association, asaecenter.org. personalbrandingblog.com. careerdistinction.com. Personal branding info. Personal branding is all the stuff they tell you to do with your name on the internet. Get rid of all undesirable stuff. Buy the domain for your name, then create a professional website either for career or business. Use Facebook partially for a personal profile but keep it professional. Set up a profile on LinkedIn.com. Go on Twitter using either your name or a title that relates to your work/business. Send helpful tweets out to try to create a network of people who could help you in your ventures. Try hashtag 650.14 at the library. networkedblogs.com/topic/personal_branding. onlineidcalculator.com. personalbranding.tv. personalbrandingblog.com. reachcc.com. reachpersonalbranding.com. thepersonalbrandingblog.com. tweepml.org/personal-branding. Use social media to make yourself look good. Get involved in your field in a volunteering, publishing or activist manner such that people know you. If somebody puts your name in a search engine, will they get a few positive articles about you relating to your field? What about locally? If an individual's name comes up who has gotten his or her name in the news as a volunteer or leader in the field, that's a good sign that this individual is on the ball, not a slacker. Some people have blogs, online newsletters, or personal websites where they describe what they're doing in their field of work and what's going on. This is excellent publicity for them. An easy way to get free internet presence is to use one of those free website hosting sites like Weebly.com or Angelfire.com to post your e-resume up. Your e-resume will have several references to your field. Even if you have a job, you might get a better offer. There are basic techniques you can use to get your website higher visibility in order to get picked up in a high ranking by a search engine, which I discuss in my business book. Try to use as many hyperlinks to major websites as possible and use meta tags. The key term is your profession or the name of your field. Use it in your website as much as possible. There are about 3 rules for writing in your blog/website related to your field. Be helpful. Be positive. Don't badmouth anyone. Have as many hyperlinks as possible to companies, organizations, websites, newsletters, etc. in your field. This will help you get picked up by internet searches as well as make your website look like you're trying to be helpful. On your personal blog/website, you can put up little presentations in podcast form as though you're hosting your own show or teaching people about something in your field. They click on the podcast icon and they see you there talking about something. Beyond this, go to trade shows, industry events, job fairs and social events. Some people host a TV or radio show locally in their field, such as the cable TV access channel. Some people write articles about their field for the newspaper and magazines. You could teach a class, conduct a workshop, produce a how-to CD, write articles for websites or write a book in your field. If you write articles or host an internet TV show about your field, this gives you a way to contact all the big hots in your field and ask them for an interview about the subject matter for the article/show. Not a job interview, but the thing is that they get to know who you are through this. People like people who they socialize with, such as through local social service clubs and the local golf club. Local media always need a person in some field to do a commentary on whatever story they're working on. You do this by either befriending them locally, telling them you're available as an expert for TV interviews, etc., or get listed as an expert in some of them expert directories where media come looking for an expert when they need an interview or a soundbite. A way to use the internet to your advantage is to put your name on it associated with positive activities, like set up a blog/website where you talk about how you're raising money to help homeless, mentally ill people. Chapter 7. Net Lingo Info. Dating Acronym Guide. Puolingo.com/pua-acronyms-list. Hashtag. @close, email close. Hashtag close, number close. 101. For close, foreplay close. A. Approach anxiety. AFC, average frustrated chump. AFOG, alpha female of group. AI, accomplished introduction. AI, approach invitation. AK, AMOG killer. AMOG, alpha male of group. AMOG, alpha male other guy. Anti-AI, anti-approach invitation. AOC, art of charm. AOTP, art of the pickup. APUA, aspiring pickup artist. ASD, anti-slut defense. ASF, ALT seduction.fast. AWD, attention whore disorder. BAFC, below average frustrated chump. BBF, beta boyfriend. BC, boot camp. BF, boyfriend. BFD, boyfriend destroyer. BHRR, bait, hook, reel, release. BL, body language. BS, bitch shield. BT, buying temperature. BT spike, buying temperature spike. BWS, beautiful woman syndrome. CNB, crash and burn. CNF, cocky and funny. CA, charisma arts. CP, comfort plan. CR, canned routine. CT, compliance test. Die, dead approach invitation. DDBL, doggy dinner bowl look. DHV, demonstration of higher value. DJ, Don Juan. DLV, display low value. DQ, disqualification. DTF, down to fuck. DYD, double your dating. ENE, eject and explain. EBD, error by D. EC, emotional connection. EC, eye contact. EV, eliciting values. U, eject with explanation. FB close, Facebook close. F close, fuck close. F close, full close. FGOP, fat girl overhead photo. FMAC, find meet attract close. FNG, fucking new guy. FPC, first phone call. FPUA, female pickup artist. FR, field report. FTC, false time constraint. FTOW, find/fuck 10 other women. FUG, fucking ugly girl. FZ, friend zone. G close, girl close. GM style, grandmaster style. GMPUA, grandmaster pua. GPUA, green pickup artist. GWM, Gunnich method. HB, hot babe. HB, honey bunny. HC, high class. HD, high sex drive. HP, hook point. Height twitub. How to get the women you desire into bed. HV, high value. IAI, inducement to approach invitation. IID, insider internet dating. IO, incidental opportunity. IOD, indicator of disinterest. IOI, indicator of interest. IOM, it's on moment. ISI, indicator of sexual interest. Interest, value, connection, IVC. IVD, instant/interactive value display. J. Jaw, just another wannabe. K. Kami, kino anchored motion inducement. K. Close, kiss close. Kino, kinesthetics. KJ, keyboard jockey. L. LC, low class. LCM, life-changing moment. LDR, long-distance relationship. LJBF, let's just be friends. LMR, last-minute resistance. LR, lay report. LSE, low self-esteem. LTR, long-term relationship. LV, low value. M. MASF, moderated alt seduction fast. MCDS, most chicks don't suffice. MCR, many cold read. MLTR, multiple long-term relationship. MLTR-2, multiple long-term relationship squared. MLTR-3, multiple long-term relationship cubed. Mystery method. MO, modus operandi. MPB, male pattern blindness. MPUA, master pickup artist. Negs, NEG hit/negging. NLP, neurolinguistic programming. NRFR, not ready for a relationship. OEQ, open-ended question. ONS, one night stand. OC, overqualification. OR, outing report. PIME, pre-approach invitation, male approach invitation. PDA, public display of affection. PLRM, prelay relaxation mode. POTF, pattern on the fly. PREME, premature ejaculatin. PS, pseudo-seeker. PTS, point to self. PU, pickup. PUA, pickup artist. PUG, pickup guru. PUM, pickup master. PUP, pickup podcast. RAFC, recovering average frustrated chump. RAS, reticular activation system. RSD, real social dynamics. RTFM, read the fornication/fucking manual. SNR, survival and replication value. SDL, same day lay. SHB, super hot babe. SMP, sexual marketplace. SMV, sexual market value. SNL, single/same night lay. SNT, separate together. SOD, signal/statement of disinterest. SWAT, show of interest. SWAT, statement of intent. SP, self-point. SRE, set rich environment. SS, speed seduction. STMD, sealing the motherfucking deal. STR, short-term relationship. SUAL, shut up and lead. SUISC, secret underground internet seduction community. TOT, turn around. TFM, the fucking/fornication manual. TPU, travel pickup. UASF, unmoderated alt.seduction.fast. UFEA, universal female excuse archive. UG, ugly girl. UGCB, ugly girl cock block. USB, unique selling proposition. VC, victim chick. WBAFC, way below average frustrated chump. WPU, work pickup. YAOR, yet another outing report. ZNS, zero night stand. Netiquette info. Netiquette is the etiquette you should exercise while using the internet. There are some standard rules of netiquette that you can learn about. Acronymfinder.com, albion.com/netiquette, allemoticons.com, chattylist.com/faces.html, comprehensive list of emoticons, city-net.com, chat slang page, emoticon.com, emoticonuniverse.com, emoticonuniverse.com, expertsondating.com/chat-dictionary.htm, fau.edu/netiquette/net, justplainetiquette.com, netlingo.com, netmanners.com, siliconvalleyslang.com, smileycentral.com, 10,000 emoticons, urbandictionary.com, a list of net slang/emoticons in alphabetical order. Before you start cyber communication, you should learn some of the online protocol and lingo, often called emoticons. Just watch how some chat lines operate. This is just a basic summary. If you know any good ones, send them to me. Hug, 2 brackets. More hugs. Asterisk, kiss. More kisses. Smiley face, or, smile, hyphen, bracket right. Laughing face, laugh. Scowl, bracket left. Smile, bracket right. Grin. Wink, hyphen, bracket right. Joe, hug for Joe. Wink with a frown, frown. Crying smiley, crying. 0, angel. Devil. Tongue sticking out tongue. Drooling. Laughing face, laugh. Left bracket, unhappy. Surprised face, shouting. Drooling. Silent smiley, surprise. Smiley with sunglasses, smile with glasses. Asterisk, a hug and a kiss. Smiley with pimple, $smiley with braces plus priest, \unsure smiley, /lefty unsure smile. Real sad smiley. X my lips are sealed. C bummed smiley. Elham. Mustache. And tongue-tied. At percent and $% and, bad word. Addy, address. ADN, any day now. A fake, as far as I know. AFK, away from the keyboard. AKA, also known as AMOV, as a matter of fact. AOL, America Online. ASAP, as soon as possible. A/S/L/ or ASL, what is your age, sex, location? ATA, ATA. Ogta, are we going to have to go through this again? Before. BND, bondage and discipline. BAC, by any chance. BAC, back at the keyboard. BBFN, BYR by for now. BIF, be back in a flash. BBL, be back later. Bye bye. No, be seeing you. BF/GF, boyfriend/girlfriend. BK, because. Bo, back off. BRB, be right back. XUM, beats the stuffing out of me. BTW, by the way. Bucks. Check. Maya, correct me if I'm wrong. Call ATR, see you later. See you. Communicate. Cyber-, a prefix that makes a word. Computer related. The. Diak, darned if I know. Don't get carried away. Enough. EOD, end of discussion. EOL, end of lecture. Evil grin. F2F, face-to-face personal meeting. FAQ, frequently asked questions. FCL, for crying out loud. FDROT flow, falling down rolling on the floor laughing. FID, fill in the blank. Flame, fighting with words on the internet. Fof, friend of a friend. Phone, phone. Fought flow, falling on the floor laughing. Fbomite, from the bottom of my heel. For what it's worth, for what it's worth. Fia, for your amusement. FYI, for your information. Grin. GFN, good for now. GA, go ahead. Gwist, G, I wish I said that. GDNR, grin, duck, and run. GG, got to go. MTA, great minds think alike. GOK, God only knows. Graphics, graphics. Hand, have a nice day. Huo, hello. Hawk, haha, only kidding. Heath, hit the hay go to sleep. Huggle, hug. IAC, in any case. Ibn, I will be seeing you. Ibt, I beg to differ. I don't know, I don't know. Ali, I love you. I'm, instant message. Imho, in my humble opinion. Imsho, in my not so humble opinion. Imo, in my opinion. IOW, in other words. Itruo, in the real world. ISO, in search of. JK, just kidding. KHYF, know how you feel. K, okay. Cool, cool. Could go, keep up the good work. LNB, light and breezy. LATR, later. Laugh, laugh. Laughin', laughing. Laughs, laughs. Laughs, love at first sight. Lag, a slow period of data transfer. LDR, long distance relationship. Link, way to transfer from one side to another. LJBF, let's just be friends. LAP, live long and prosper. IMA, last minute edition. LO, love or lust object. LOL, laughing out loud. LTMSH, laughing till my sides hurt. LTNS, long time no see. LTR, long-term relationship. Lurker, someone who only reads and doesn't post to a group. M for M, men seeking other men. Member, remember. Motos, member of the opposite sex. Mos, member of the same sex. MYOB, mind your own business. Narf, cool. Noun right RTLTT. Net potato, someone who spends a great deal of time surfing the net. Newbie, a new user of the internet. NG, nice guy. NP, no problem. NRN, no reply necessary. Anti-my, now that you mention it. Nuttin, nothing. ONO, over and out. OIC, OIC. Oto, on the other hand. PDA, public displays of affection. PLS, please. G, pardon my jumping in. POSLK, person of the opposite sex sharing living quarters. POV, point of view. PPL, people. Pewter, computer. Real world, a person's life outside of the internet. Right, right. RI, romantic interest. RL, real life. Rot flow, rolling on the floor laughing. Rotten, right on the money. RP, romantic partner. RSN, real soon now. RTFM, read the frigging manual. SNM, sadism and masochism. S2S, skin to skin contact. SBI, so be it. Sherlock, someone who can find almost anything on the internet. SIG, short for signature. Site, an internet address or a place on the internet. Sit, still in the dark. School, school. Smacks, smacks. Smiley, used to show emotions. Snag, sensitive new age guy. Snail mail, postal mail. Soph, sense of humor failure. Summel, someone. SOP, standard operating procedure. Sri, sorry. Stupid, stupid. Sulks, sulks. Summon, something. Surfing the net, the act of exploring. The World Wide Web. Tafn, that's all for now. TBC, to be continued. Thanks, thanks. Through. Tia, thanks in advance. TKS, thanks. TL and E, true love and eternal happiness. TNX, thanks. TPTB, the powers that be. True. TTFN, ta-ta for now. TUI, talk to you later. TYBM, thank you very much. You. Or, you are. Very big grin. W8, wait. Wave, sound file. Ways. WB, welcome back. Ride, world. With. WTG, way to go. WTH, what the heck. Wumps, waiting until marriage to have sex. WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get. X, so, X significant other. YMMV, your mileage may vary. Iwia, you're welcome in advance.